Singapore. I'm Sondre Sorhaug, gonna be your commentator today, joined by Matthew Alder.
Hello.
Last day's race winner in F1, so I mean you should have all the input about strategies then. Matthew.
Yes.
There we go. So, strategies. Best options. Which one do you think the driver should go for?
Well, it depends on your speed around here, really. Because if you're fast, so let's say you're Iceman, or Kevin, or
Yeah.
Jared, they can start on mediums, they can start high up. Or if you're the slower drivers, I would tend to favour the soft tyres to start on. You pit around lap 6 and you go to hards to the end.
Fair enough, and mediums then you go a little further, but you also go to hards to the end, I assume.
Yes.
So with that then we have, let's see, we have two new drivers today. It would be Oscar. Oh, see, I usually remembers the names, but Oscar Mayer.
Can you send me the list of the driver name, please?
Oh, my bad. I actually thought I did. But I'll get it to you now. But as I said though, Oscar Mayer, who is in the Merc today, and he isn't a reserve either. He's taken that full-time seat, so gonna be interesting to see if he can help Paco there. And you should have it about now.
I do now have it.
Yeah. Then obviously we can see that Oscar is actually on the soft tires, so he might be thinking about a soft to hard strategy. Possibly a two-stop too, but I would say soft to hard would be way better than a two-stop.
One thing I would just like to point out is Jack is on mediums already. I don't know why. Maybe he's just doing a warm-up, but I don't know what he's doing really. It's a bit stupid to me using them already. I just assume you'd use them at the end. And if you're going to start on softs, then you should just use all 3 sets of softs, but apparently not. He's going for a lap now on the mediums though.
Oscar is coming into the last sector now on his soft tires. So let's see. It's his IRL debut. I think if I'm right, he shouldn't be very prepared for this race. So just gonna say good luck to him. And
I think
a
he's
little wider. And it's provisional. Darren Ward goes second. And the second new driver we have here today is sitting in the Williams seat today. He's a reserve driver though. He hasn't been handed a full-time seat yet, but that would be Chris Rock, another Portuguese driver, so...
Jorge Correa is around.
Jorge, one of the more experienced ones. Paco Suarez is on... he's not on the lap.
He was on one earlier though.
Well, let's go to Jack Yates then, who's opted to go on the mediums already. That's an interesting choice unless he goes over to softs in the end, as it is a 37-1.
Yeah.
Interesting. Luis Vassman is not on the lap. Might be starting one, but
don't know why.
I don't know. I tried to go to spectate him right when that happened, almost ended up inviting him
Oh, I
instead
found
and
where he's
stuff.
retired to go. If you look at Paco.
Oh,
Oh, who was that? Lewis Wassman? Yeah. So he's kind of crashed and ruined last Lewis Wassman lap and Paco's. I don't think he would have won one anyway, but.
well, Vassman wasn't on the lap, I believe, so. I believe, however, Vassman is going to be the next one to start a lap, so.
James Jock has just left the session.
Well, hopefully he should have a backup in mind. As Vassman is starting his lap. Heading on to the long straight here now, possibly the best overtaking of opportunity around this track. Luckily, if you want to overtake someone into this corner, there is a bit of runoff area there, Matthew, so it's possible to go side by side there.
Enough runoff so that if you push someone off, they don't blow up.
They usually just dive you back in the tighter corner after.
I don't know who you race, but I don't race people who do that.
Well, I think it's I'm not gonna call out any names, but my PSGL division is fun, isn't it?
I bet it is. Fruity Pebbles on that lap.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles, aka Jared Fosbury.
Andre Pastana. First, 36.9 on the millions. Check everyone's best times. So I do think Jack is going to go onto the softs. Actually, we don't know whether. Maybe it's raining. That could be a reason. It has rained in Singapore in the past, so obviously the game has been programmed to have a chance of it. Yeah, there's sector 1 and 2. There's no one.
I saw some nasty revving of the engine from Fruity Pebbles there.
He's interesting using overtake EMS. I question his thoughts behind that. Oh my, okay. He's just crashed while trying to burn fuel. But now he has to come into the pits because he has broken his front wing.
Well, let's see about
I don't know
Darren
why
Ward.
he keeps destroying his engine.
There
Very
we're
dense
coming up
stream right now.
to the final corner now.
36.3, that's not actually that bad.
It's provisional at least, but Jack is out on soft tires.
Cooper's here now.
Alright, so Cooper will be starting from the back of the grid then.
Setup as well. So he will be starting on the soft tires.
Let's see. Jack has gone quickest with a 35.9 by the way, so
He's starting on soft tires.
on soft tires here. But his
Harrison
teammate,
is on a lap now.
oh he is.
Not looking too bad so far. I mean, he's got barely any US, so I think he's already gone for a lap. That's very awkward. He's just using high. I wonder if he's actually pushing or not. 'Cause he's just using high everywhere. Not actually going up.
Interesting.
Why should be saying a quick banker? Back in Suarez starts on that now. Kevin Harrison round in line does a 36 flat. But they're both starting us off seemingly.
Right behind his teammate there. What about Andreas Sass? He's coming around the last corner now.
Fifth. Well, that's pretty poor actually.
7 flat, so I don't know where would I. Paco Suarez though, he's on the lap too.
Those Rudy Hills. Well, that's really wide. You can absolutely destroy that cup. Oh my, okay. That's interesting. Paco's teammate was crashed in front of him. Pastana puts onto pole now. Everyone seems to be doing softs, which is certainly not what everyone was doing in F1.
Well, these are different drivers. They're a little bit slower.
Jared goes 4th, 5.63.
These are also a little bit closer, so.
Well, something I'd say to you right now is I was Darren Ward. No one improves and beats him. I would stick with that. I would stay there and I wouldn't try and improve. But it looks like he's going to try and improve anyway. Out of that right now.
I gotta agree with you there. Unless though Darren Ward is on an out lap.
Lewis Vassman's coming on start lap now.
We're gonna jump over to him then. He's 6 tenths up in the first sector.
Yeah, his fast start wasn't hard, so.
True, but the first sector shouldn't be the... Well, that should be the most high-speed one, so it's going to be interesting to see how much he can catch in this second and third sector then.
I think we're looking at around 1.2 seconds in the last sector that you can gain.
In just the last sector?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've seen it, it is so complicated, and one mistake around there can give you easily an invalidation. So,
unless he's 1.6 up on his time right now, so that would be around a 37.3.
he's 1.6 up.
Yeah.
So I think
coming
into
the third sector now.
He's launched that.
Around the final few corners, just one more corner as Fruity Pebbles is done with quali. Lewis Vassman around the final corner here, looks decent. What is it gonna be? Ooh.
It's quite a good lap. I can tell you something right now, Sondre. He set that car up for the race. That car was so good over the curbs.
It looked very... Oh, and there we go into the wall. Well, I gotta say, it looked good there. Now we have
Darren
Nick.
Ward is coming around the final corner.
Darren Ward,
He has not been in his lap, so he might be going for another one. Or he's just happy with that lap and he's just doing laps for the fun of it now, which I would also very much do.
Might be. James Jock on the other side is in the third sector now too. This should be his final lap in his Toro Rosso today.
Oh, that's understeering.
Oh, into the final corner now. Goes very wide on the entry, in my opinion.
He did. That's why he's only ninth. Paco Suarez. Oh, he's been blocked by Lewis Vassman. And he's managed to hit the car that was retired.
Oh, Paco's out of quality.
Oh my god, he's going to block his teammate. Oh
no.
my god. That was close. He didn't block him though, luckily.
Might have scared him.
Would have scared me certainly. Who's the next to cross the line? It is Darren Ward, I believe. Yes, it is. He's 6 tenths up on himself right now. My advice to him is don't set this lap. We'll invalidate it.
6 tenths up. That would be right up there for a pole, wouldn't it? It would.
It would be, but I think 6 from mediums is probably better.
I gotta be honest,
so.
probably, yeah.
Oh
unless he's going wider, and he's gonna be on pole for now. He's gonna be the next one to cross the line. I believe it's Andreas Sass.
No, it's Oscar Major.
Oscar, alright, we'll jump over to Oscar as he comes over the line.
P7. Andreas' lap does not look good. Yeah, it's not. The delta is...
Oh, and he's into the wall.
Jack puts himself pro Jack Yates. And, well, very interesting. Well, Kevin Harrison's okay.
Oh, and Kevin's retired, so he was not up on his lap.
Well, it's a very disappointing display from Jared, to be honest. He wants that championship, or he's not getting it with that result.
Sixth is definitely under par. I would have, at least considering the difference between him and Jack. But nonetheless, it's Jack Yates on pole ahead of Darren Ward, then Andre Pastana in third, Kevin Harrison in fourth, Lewis Vassman in fifth, Jared Fosbury aka Fruity Pebbles in sixth, Oscar Mayer in seventh, Chris Rock in eighth, Andreas Sass in ninth, and James Jock in 10th. Then Jorge Correa in 11th and Paco Suarez in 12th. Both not getting a lap in. And then it should be Harry Cooper in 13th. Oh, and here we might see why they were on soft last year.
Exactly. I thought this might happen, but
It
it's gonna be
is
interesting.
rain. Ooh.
Yeah, Jared is on pad, so he can make it up now.
Well, I'm telling you, my favorite for the race win right now is Kevin Harrison.
Same. I think that's
All
very
right, so I
important.
think our prediction for the podiums is gonna be equal with who's gonna win then. But you want me to go first, or?
Why don't we wait to see the grid first, because I can't see it. Unless I go in race director, but I'm not going to do that.
Well, they're still sorting out their strategies.
Disgraceful.
Well, I can start with my race prediction, as I'm gonna say Kevin Harrison for win.
They're on wets, Sondre.
Oh, it's that wet. All right. Well, I
This looks like torrential rain to me.
still see Kevin Harrison taking the win.
Oh my god,
I'm
Jared's already
gonna
hit the
go
wall.
with Louis Vassman in second and Andre Pestana in third.
Yeah, Sondre, Jared's already hit the wall.
Well, I mean, no offense to Mr. Fruity Pebbles, but I don't think he's the best wet weather driver, so also a reason
Well,
why
he should
I
certainly
didn't
have
pick
an
him for
easier
this.
advantage, anyway. From the pad, compared to Jack, at least. I'm actually going to look to see who is on pad.
Nonetheless, your podium prediction, Matthew?
I'm going to go with Kevin Harrison, P1. Then I think we're going to see Darren Ward, P2. Actually, Darren Ward, P1, Kevin Harrison, P2.
Oh,
Jack, P3.
Jack P3.
And I think the person who's going to get into his place is definitely Big Cooper. Okay, Paco spun, and he's been hit by Cooper.
Cooper making the most places. Yeah, I can see that happening. Definitely.
Well, I think this race is going to be a bit hectic. I mean, we've had 2 people crash on the formation lap already.
True. Well, I mean, if you look closely though, you can see the puddles clearly, so it's not gonna be fun for these drivers.
Well, if this was like Project Cars, those puddles would blow them up, so...
Well, luckily for them, it's not that bad on this game.
I actually would prefer that to be as...
I remember the first time I
realistic.
drove wet weather on Project Cars and didn't know how it was.
Yeah, well...
Just went into every single puddle spinning away or something like that. That was fun.
Algarve is particularly bad.
Yeah, that was you bastard. Got me into those puddles.
No! Oh my god, surely
Well,
this
it
should
was
be
fun.
a penalty, right? For James Jock. I mean, look how much he's waited. Is that not a rule either?
Ooh. Well, I didn't actually see it until it came around the last corner now, but you are supposed to be within 10 car lengths. So that might be looked into after the race.
Well, are you ready? We're about to start the race. Nexus 1, 2.
I am ready. As we have 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. And it looks like a good start from Darren Ward. And look at this, Darren Ward is going to pressure Jack Yates into turn 1. Jack is going to be on the outside for turn 3. Or, a little unsure about the corner names there. But Jack Yates is managing to stay ahead.
Oh, there's a crash. It's Oscar.
Oh, and Oscar
And James
on his
Yock as
debut.
well. Oh, Paco's round as well now.
Oh, and there is more cars flying here and there. In the meantime, Jack Yates is getting pressured for that first place. That one goes very deep though, and he's gonna be in second still. I can tell you though. I've seen some of the lines from Jack Yates here, and he looks cautious.
I would be if you were fighting for the championship. Or oh, Jack's out. I mean Kevin's out.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god, there's a massive pile up. My god, where is the safety car coming, Masters? Jesus. Jared's going around the outside of Lewis Vassman now in a hairpin. I think you just let him go, because that looked very easy. So on lap one,
damage for Vassman or?
Presumably. There's 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, there
5,
is damage
6,
for Vassman.
7.
I think he might have a red front left wing, so
9 people have had an incident on lap 1. That's a very harsh penalty from the game.
5-second penalty for exceeding track limits for Vassman.
You should have seen it. That should be removed for instance. This track, I mean,
could be.
I did not expect one person to crash to trigger a mass pile up, but it did.
And that it would be Kevin, out of all people. Both of our choices for the win today. Well, I believe you went over to Darren Ward actually. But Darren looks very slippery around here though. I'm not sure how long he's gonna keep it on track.
He has absolutely no grip.
At all. Paco Suarez then, didn't he have an incident on the first lap, you said?
Yeah, he spun. I think he spun by himself, but he avoided the wall.
Well, to be fair, he has a full front wing, so maybe that was lucky as he wasn't that close when the big pile-up happened then.
Andre Pastana has also lost it as well, so
he's spun and he's lost some of his front wing again. It's gonna be a difficult race for him then.
Difficult race for everyone seemingly.
True. But right now, Chris Rock, he's got to have went up a lot of places. 5 positions up.
He's not even getting the most Paco has. From spinning on like turn 4, I think Paco spun, to P6.
True, but for Chris Rock though, up 5 positions and into a podium position. And I believe he's catching a little on the 2 drivers ahead of him.
I don't think he is.
He's catching a little bit.
I mean, watch the gap between Lewis Vassman and Paco, because that's going to be dropping massively. Presumably.
For Chris Rock though, his debut, so not the best quality, but it's looking on for a great debut after all.
Paco's been shafted by the same track limit glitch, so should get removed.
As Jack Yates sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Oh, but Jared crushes that lap just a few moments later.
Very impressive for Jack's pace right now, to be honest. He's pulling away from Darren Ward. I still think Jared would probably get a podium from this cycling without a bottom.
Well, to be fair, there isn't a big gap between the top 4 yet. There is a gap, but not a big gap.
Yeah, it's only just under 5 seconds. I'll actually keep you updated on whether Jared's catching Jack.
Kevin Harrison though, not the best way to defend the championship. He's in the lead, but he's gonna lose a lot after this race.
I mean, some of these drivers aren't even breaking the 2 minutes barrier. This is how bad the rain is. No one's broken it.
None are breaking broken it actually.
It's actually scary how much slower this rain is. Normal lap times can range from 35 in quali, and it's 2 minutes in this race. This must be torrential rain if you're losing 25 seconds on that. Or yellow
just
flags.
Look at the rain, you can see that it is.
Oh, it's Andre Pastana and Oscar.
And look at how much Chris Rock is gaining on Darren Ward right now. And look at how much
safety car. It's a safety car.
Oh, and this is interesting. This could change everything.
I saw a yellow and I was like, oh, there's been a yellow flag, and I didn't realise there was a safety car. I was wondering why everyone was going so slowly. Also,
Oh, I
I'd just like to
bet you
point out,
Kevin would have loved this if he was still in the race, but
yeah, I'd just like to point out there is a dry line forming already around the middle sector of the track.
let's see then, who is in need of a pit stop? None of the top fours. Vosman should need a pit stop, he doesn't have much of a front wing.
He is coming in.
He's coming in, what about...
Paco doesn't need to though. Paco should stay out, realistically. And he does. Look
It's
at
gonna
that dry
gain
line,
him
by the way.
position.
The lights are showing the dry line a lot, and it's
Oh, it
really
is.
interesting to see how it's developing. I mean, Paco seems to be pushing. I don't know why. He should just keep the tyres, you know. He has 3 laps to catch up. It's a very long lap around too.
What about James Jock? James Jock is gonna dive into the pit too. I don't think he needs a front wing change though, so maybe he just wants the fresh tires. Harry Cooper, he doesn't need a front wing, he's just gonna stay out.
I'll tell you if James Jock needs to pit for a front wing. No, he does not. He's just going on for a fresh set. He deems that the tyres have worn out.
Staying out. Jorge is staying out. He doesn't need a
Oh
front wing.
my word, Lewis Vassman. He wanted to get that position because you can actually push on the exit of the pit lane. You have to go to safety car delta as soon as you are past the white line. He wanted that position over Andreas.
He didn't get it though.
No, he lost the back end a lot. He could have lost. He could have spun around. Trying to get
Shall we see the last one on track right now? Oscar Mayer is in the pit to change his wing. And now it's only to catch up to the rest of the field, as we can see that they've caught the safety car. Luckily for them, the safety car is gonna stay out at least another lap, I believe.
I'd just like to point out, Darren Ward's gone off. He's spun on the safety car. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Did he pit? He didn't.
No, he just lost it.
Oh, that's a shame. He's lost 2 positions from that then.
He almost lost one to Paco. But I'd just like to point out, this can really bring Paco into this. He's put on less fuel into the car. A lot of people tend to do that. Oh my god, what is Darren Ward doing? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, well, I do the same, so I know why he's done it. And
I do not do the same, but he's done it.
But you're an alien, Matthew. Let's face it.
Yeah, well, he's going to be able to save fuel, and that'll put him right in the fight. He was definitely fast enough for a podium.
But as you're talking about, then like Paco is getting right into the fight now. Another driver though, Chris Rock. He was catching on Darren Ward. He was also catching on Jack Yates, so he's now right behind Jack Yates. So this might put a little more pressure on Jack Yates again. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops.
I mean, I'd also like to point out Cooper's now been brought into this as well.
Oh yes. Well, technically everyone's been brought in again, but obviously there is some drivers who's quicker than others, and well, we've mentioned Cooper and Paco now, and Chris Rock seems like he's gonna have the pace of the front runners there too. So
based off the fastest lap, Paco is around Jack's pace. I think if he just picked up more consistency, then he definitely would be at Jack's pace right now. So, you know, if he manages to learn the track, understand it more, he can maybe beat Jack. And they're both
possibly,
losers, so he hasn't got a significant advantage either.
But ooh, as Oscar is out.
Maybe done a Darren Ward, but lost his wheel.
I can't actually jump over to Oscar, and he was last on the grid, so unless that was in the first sector and his car has been removed already, we're not going to see where it was though. Another driver who have been brought a little more into it again, Matthew. Jared Fosbury, aka Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fruity Pebbles, you know, 6th to 3rd.
I believe he set the fastest lap so far, so
He has.
he has, so
Yeah, he's actually like
look.
4 tenths faster than everyone, I think.
No, he's
Maybe
been
6.
about half a tenth quicker than Chris Rock, so the two of them are pretty much, they're quite far ahead of everyone else with their fastest lap right now, so I think these two should be able to put a lot of pressure on Jack on the restart.
You know what might actually be a possibility of why the safety car came out? Not that people were doing like crashing or something, but actually because the rain. You know, the game does release it if it's torrential rain, and they deem it.
Oh,
I think it's just random chance, but in torrential rain it can happen. This could be torrential rain. I mean, the spray
interesting.
is awful when I look at the drivers, but maybe.
Well, I did not know that, so I don't know, you might be right. Nonetheless, though, almost the whole grid has catched up now. We're just waiting on Jorge, James Jock, and Andre Pestana to catch up to the back of the grid. We're only on lap 6. Where do you think the pit window is when they're on wet smashy?
They'll probably appear around halfway. If it's going to be raining the entire race, they'll probably appear around halfway.
Well, I mean, considering
Around
how
lap 15,
bad it is
16.
raining, I can't see it changing much. Maybe over to Inters at some point, but I don't think we're gonna go over to Dries at any point.
I mean, if we do go to Dries, Jared is not going to be able to get Jack if he isn't ahead of him already. Because we saw Jared's pace in Dry in quality,
Yeah.
and I've seen Jared's pace as well. And based off Jack's entire season recently, I mean, I think he's in form. Safety cars in this lap now.
Oh, safety car in this lap. The whole grid has catched up. So we're just gonna wait on these drivers to go, and it's gonna be crucial for Jack to pick the right moment to go.
He's not backing off as much as I suspected he would. But he's backing off anyway.
I would say backing them up more would be better, but
So would I.
I mean, running at a higher speed, he's gonna, yeah, he's almost catch the safety car again, so this is gonna... See, I would have to say that he's not gone on a good time. Chris Rock is... Oh, and Jack. Oh, and Jack! And what has
He's
actually
round.
happened?
I think, oh, Chris Rock got shafted with that. I think because he just practically brake checked them. Yeah, he kind of just got commented. Oh my god, Paco, where has he come from?
Kinda. But this leaves Chris
Cooper.
Rock in the lead now. Jared Fosbury is gonna try to chase after him with Darren Ward right behind him. And where's Paco? Oh, there is Paco. So Paco is still there. For a moment, I thought it had a spin again. Oh, and look at Louis Wasman on Harry Cooper further down the field. Louis seems to have gotten a position, but they both lost.
Oh, here comes Jorge on Wasman.
Jorge.
Oh, Wasman's going to put him in the wall. Oh my god. Wasman is not driving clean right now. Oh my god,
Oh, there is a lot
That's
of
a dive
fighting.
bomb.
Look at Cooper. In the meantime, at the front, nothing's really happening there. Jared is just following Chris. Oh, and Andre. I believe Andre's lost it somewhere.
Well, Jack can still recover. You know, he's going to obviously want to try. Because he definitely is better and more superior.
Well, I think for Jack it's gonna be difficult now. He's in 11th. He's lost a lot of time, so to catch up to the front runners, I don't think he's gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, I think he can get like maybe a P9. What is the gap between P9 and 10? Is it 3 seconds for you as well?
Sorry about that.
Is it 3 seconds to P9 and P10 for you as well? Oh, Jack's peeing. Oh yeah, he got damaged, didn't he? Oh, that's the race road really, isn't it? I mean, something I'd like to tell you is in the rain, it's really hard to follow. Oh, Andreas is round. I'll put Vassman, promote Vassman, promote Cooper, promote Jorge. James Jock as well. Oh, it will promote Andre. Yeah, something about this weather just means people can't follow. It's really hard to. If you're equal pace, it's really hard to get anywhere close enough to get points. So it's going to be a bit of a stalemate until one of them makes a big enough mistake.
True.
Paco's dropped off nearly 4 seconds from Chris Rock now as well. So I don't think we'll be seeing much of him for the rest of this race.
Yeah. What about the two front runners? Jared is still trying to follow Chris Rock, but he's not getting closer though. Look at Parker though, Matthew. He's getting close to Darren board now. He's gonna try to get an attack in somewhere. Darren has wind damage, I believe.
Yeah, he's pitting.
He's pitting, which is gonna leave Paco in a podium position right now.
Yeah, they've broken into below the 2 minute barrier now. So.
Oh yeah. Probably as there is a drying line coming up now.
Oh, he's going on inters. He's going on inters, Darren.
Interesting. That's have to be a gamble.
Yeah, it is a gamble. I mean, no one, not even anyone else is coming with him at the same time. Jack didn't even pit for inters. Right, well, I'll keep you updated on his pace and how his tyres look.
That would be great. Time Fosbury has gotten a little closer to Chris Rock, but this battle behind for third though. Louis Vassman and Harry Cooper right on the back of Suarez.
His tyres don't seem too grippy. Yeah, I think he's made the wrong call with this one. I mean, I'm just comparing him to Jared. I mean, Chris Rock and George around 3 temps or so. Quite fast.
Harry Cooper's dropped a little back from Louis Vassman now, as Louis Vassman is trying to get himself closer to Suarez, but it's looking difficult to do that in these conditions. The rain has definitely dropped off though. It's not as bad as it was. Oh, Paco goes a little wide in turn 1. Louis Vassman is right on his rear now.
Paco has no confidence with that car in certain corners. Like, look at that.
On to the long straight. He's gonna have to defend this time, I think. Louis Vassman is right behind him, but Harry Cooper is right behind Louis Vassman too. And Louis goes a little defensive against Harry there, but they're still in the same order as...
Oh, I think, did he get hit? Did Paco get hit?
Oh, damn it, I just went away from that.
I think Paco might have just got hit.
Interesting.
Oh, they're going side by side now.
Side by
God,
side into this section. That is not the best place. They're still side by side.
Has damage on his left. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening?
Oh, be careful! And he's around. And Harry's just left.
Oh, here comes Jorge.
No! And Jorge.
There's a pile up.
Oh no!
Oh, everyone's
and there comes more.
In.
Oh, Mr. Sneaky manages to squeeze past, but James does not. Oh no!
Oh my god! This is funny to watch, but
it is actually really funny. And the thing is, like, these drivers know that ghosting is off. They see the yellow flags, and they're just driving as normally.
Oh my god! Look at Jorge. He's struggling so badly.
Andre Pestana, though, did you see him? He managed to squeeze through on the right side of his teammate, and there's Jack out. I'm gonna assume that was that same place.
I mean...
Oh, and look at this, though. Jared Fosbury is right on the rear of Chris Rock now.
I'm not sure if Paco got damaged, because he did hit into one of them. Like, the funny thing about how Paco could have gotten damage from that is that Paco hit them, like just tapped one of them, and then he dropped off, and it was obvious Cooper was going to get spun.
Oh, and look at this. Fosbury is going to go for a move on Chris Rock for the lead. Now he goes to the inside. Chris Rock is still on the outside. They're side by side. Oh. Chris is going to have to go over the curve. He's going to come back into this next one.
Disgusting from Fruity Pebbles.
He's going to
pushed him off.
Behind.
Disgraceful.
Yeah, he could have left a little more room there, but still.
Well, Chris Rock is struggling. I'm joking, by the way. It wasn't actually that bad. I think
he could have left a little more, but...
Oi. Hey.
Oh, interesting. Andreas and Jorge both going over to Inters.
Yeah. Back to Paco and that. If Paco does the damage, which it does look like it, he tagged the back of one of them and then was able to drop off so that he wasn't pushing them, and he decided to put the power down again and just went back into them again. It's really confusing why he did that, but well, it's working out for him.
I don't know. Nonetheless, though, as I said earlier, like, these drivers know that ghosting is off. They see the yellow flags. They know which section they're coming up to. Like, none of them played it smart. None of them was even a little more cautious than usual. Is that just naivety, Matthew?
It's very much naive.
Still, though, we might be on for Mr. Jerry Fosbury, aka Fruity Pebbles' second win of the season, if he can hold this one to the end.
Paco's really struggling.
I noticed that there have been a few comments in the stream chat, so I'm gonna check this.
Oh my god. I don't know why. He just sped into the pit lane intentionally, like. Wow.
I'm gonna check out some stream comments there now, and I can see that Kevin just said, well, stuff happened. I believe that it would be to his own crash then.
James Jock fixing his front wing going on to Inters. Now, almost half the grid are on Inters. Do you think these top guys are going to start considering it?
Well, they will have to at some point, because, well...
That's an awkward line for Jared.
Obviously, the two front runners don't need to worry too much about it unless one of them go over to Inters, because, well, everyone from Park and downwards are a little too far behind to undercut them on just a few laps. But, of course, for the drivers behind there, they need to... Yeah. Then, gonna look at some more stream comments again, and I can see that TTX5 says bless you, so I believe that was to me then. As if, I guess a few people might know, but I'm not completely healthy right now. I know you know that, Matthew.
Yes.
But I'm trying to keep it.
Oh, they're in the pits now.
Oh, interesting. Jared goes over to Inters. Chris is going over to Inters. Everyone's going over to Inters now.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that Paco and Chris had to serve their 5-second penalties, which were frankly stupid penalties, but they've had to serve them anyway. That's put Paco behind Cooper.
Interesting.
And Darren. Well, he's going to be behind Darren anyway, actually.
Alright, so. And Oscar saying here, I lost it while trying to catch the safety car. So well, from that comment, I'm just gonna assume that he pretty much just simply lost it by himself. James Jock is getting a little closer to Jorge here. You know, Matthew, I'm gonna do some quick math here, and right now Kevin Harrison and you bastard, Kevin Harrison and Jack Yates obviously not gonna get any more points. If Jared takes the win here today, he's gonna pass Jack easily, as he's only 10 points behind Jack, and he's gonna be on 177 points, meaning he would be 14 points behind Kevin, maybe 13 if he gets the fastest lap too. So maybe this, what we've called an embarrassing title defense earlier in the season, maybe it's gonna turn into a good title defense after all. As we can see that there is no on-track battles. We have James Jock just about 8 tenths behind Jorge, the closest two drivers on track right now, but still though, no battle. Alright, Matthew, so Oscar is just letting us know then how he actually did it, and he put down the tire a bit too much and smashed the wall on the start-finish straight. As Jorge now sets the fastest lap of the race with 1:56, I believe it was. Sorry about that. As Oh, and Darren Ward is out. And where is it?
I shall be back.
Parker's just past him. Is it at the final sector? Oh, and I can see him down the back street there. Which means that we're down to 8 drivers. Luckily, James Jockeys has gotten himself very much closer to Jorge Correa now, and we do have a battle on track then. On the other hand, sad news, I am currently dying. Or maybe that's happy news. I don't know, decide for yourself. Nonetheless though, James Jock trying to just get himself closer to Jorge again, trying to get a pass on him. I have some sad news for you, Matthew. I am dying.
Okay.
Or is that good news? I don't know.
Good news. It's actually quite good news. It's amazing news, to be honest.
You bastard. Amazing news, yeah. Unless though we lost the battle, we had James Jock right at the end of Jorge, but he's dropped a little more back now. Didn't you say Chris Rock served his 5-second penalty in the pit?
Yes, so did Paco.
And he's now 3.4 behind Jared, so has he been catching up then? Let's see, let's have a look at Chris Rock to see how he does right now. So we're getting some beautiful helicopter pictures right now as he goes to the crash site of Louis Vassman and a few other drivers, to say the least. And it might look like he's catching a little on Fosbury right now. In the meantime, Matthew, I can tell you that in F3 there is only 9 drivers left, so there has been a few casualties there too.
Yeah, of course.
T-John is in the lead though. Halvor Shantweit, the championship leader there, ahead of Team Bruce Dalins and his teammate Björn Einar Langfield. So
Rather than talking about F3, why don't we talk about F1? You know?
F1.
Yeah. When I win, you know.
Oh, you want to gloat? I see how it is. Matthew Alder, the best driver in the world. This F1 victory yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Grazie, ragazzi.
Well, you're in the Renault, so like, show off your French instead.
I don't know enough to say anything.
Well, should we see here? Kevin says, Jared says it's good news. Oh, bastard. I'm guessing that is about me dying. I just realized that after I read it out. Well, Kevin, if you're with Jared, tell him that me and Jared me and Matthew are a little impressed over Fruity Pebbles today.
I know it is.
Hey, oh, well, you said it was good news. I was dying, so you get what you give. Chris Rock though still catching slightly on Jared, but not that much right now. De Latiano. to top 3. Let's go, Suarez. That's Eric for you.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Well, it was let's go, Suarez this time.
Who's champion in Eric's eyes?
What?
He's a champion in Eric's eyes.
He's a champion in our eyes too, you know.
Is he?
Yeah, he's the real F2 champion from last season. Jared's just the lucky one.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, Jared's gonna slaughter me.
He won't slaughter you.
And
Just
there it
wait
is. Let's go, champ. Eric heard you, Matthew.
Good.
He's answered your prayers. Ooh, as Andreas and Jorge's in the pit again.
It's James Jock.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Andreas has gone on to medium tires, and the same has Jorge.
Oh, they've called it
And
perfectly.
ooh,
I don't know what you're
DRS
talking
enabled.
about. This is not DRS enabled, but okay.
Are you crazy? It's still raining. Well, this is gonna be very interesting. I mean, it's still raining, but it's a DRS enabled.
I don't know. Well, I'm watching Andreas and his tires look good.
Oh yeah, me too. And oh, Andre Pestana into the pit too for dry tires. Let's see Andreas then. Is he gonna be catching on James or is he gonna be losing time? Oh well, to be fair, the medium tires didn't look too bad there actually. Well, to be fair, he's catching a lot of times on James Jock right now. Jared is in the pit too. Same as Chris Rock. Yeah,
Something to note here is Jared wasn't that fast in quali.
As Jared goes over to medium tires, but how is this possible? It's still raining.
I don't know. It's Codemasters for you, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it is Singapore, so if it's high temperatures, then like it could be raining, but the rain could be drying up very quickly from it hits the ground. But like, I mean, look, we can even see the rain when we're not on board with anyone.
Yeah, you can.
This is just weird. And oh, and Andreas has made a mistake, and he's hit the wall, and that is front wing damage for him.
Chris Rock has gained like half a second in that pit lane as well.
Oh, he has.
And
he's gaining even more now.
We lied. He lost like half a second. Just okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely going to cost him time. Then he just slid around the corner. Watching Chris Rock, I mean, he's trying to push and he just can't. I mean, I don't know what Codemasters are thinking, what the race directors are thinking as well.
Well, I guess we're gonna see in a few moments when some of the drivers on the back of the grid are gonna pass the line for their first proper lap.
Well, he's 1.7 seconds off in the first sector, so.
I just noticed Kevin's last two comments in the stream chat. Paco is the real F2 champ. Only reason he lost the title is because he missed the race and lost confidence. I feel bad for you, Kevin. Jared's gonna murder you today. Chris Rock, though, he's trying to push, as you said, but it doesn't look like he's able to push that much right now.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Rock definitely has spare pace, but he's made like so many mistakes.
Oh yeah. And into the first sector, Chris Rock 1.7 up on his previous lap.
Now.
And look at that 149.3.
Faster. I mean,
so we've pretty much had it all this race then, Matthew.
Yep.
Like pretty much a storm at the beginning. Safety car, then over to Inters, now over to Dries, but still raining.
Wait, maybe it won't actually like stop raining. Maybe it's just at that point where it's just going to stay like this. Because you know that happens in Grandmaster games. Very
yeah,
strange.
I know. It could be.
Doesn't look like it's getting any better, does it really? And it's been like 3 laps now like this. 2 laps.
Well, I mean, it's dry enough for DRS to be enabled, so I just feel a little bad for these drivers, because when it still rains and you're supposed to be on dry tires, it's always so slippery. As we can see that Chris Rock just snatched that fastest lap from Jared.
That does mean Chris Rock will be getting past that point as well.
Well, unless it starts drying up more and they start going even faster. Could happen.
I mean, I would say that, but I mean, it doesn't look like it's changing at all, really, does it?
Not right now, but there's still 10 laps left, so there's still time. How is that, Domino's?
Great. Could you hear me eating it?
A little, not badly, but a little. But then again, I also knew that you were gonna eat, so...
Yeah, that's usually why I went for like...
Exactly.
Eggs.
Mr. Andre Pestana picks up a time penalty. I feel like there has been a lot of time penalties today too, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting penalties like Paco did and Hardline did, or Darren Ward, however you want to call him.
Oh, Jared's gone quicker. Chris Rock doesn't snatch the fastest lap back this time.
Yeah, it's actually Jared's increased the gap by 1/10. It's not oh, Jesus. Sorry.
What did Eric say here? Blizzard drives like a champion, so he eats like a champion. In commentary, like a boss. Any comments to that, Matthew?
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. But look at this though, Chris Rock seems to be on a better roll right now. He's caught up a little on Jared again. Question is if he's gonna be able to keep catching up a little.
I mean, Chris Rock has quite a vast DRS advantage.
He does. That could come into play.
If Chris Rock wins this, I mean, Jared's in the mud, let's be honest.
Oh, it's...
Me and no.
It's dipped below 2 seconds between Chris Rock and Jared now. I would have to say though, Chris could use his ERS more efficiently. Like, he has a lot of ERS, but he's not using a lot of it at all, so...
I don't think it helps that it's raining.
I think I've only seen him use ERS on the straights. As he goes faster, but it looks like he had a... warning or something on that lap since he didn't get the fastest lap?
No, Cooper has it actually. That's why. So 45.9.
But he's lost a little in the first sector. Ooh, as Paco with a 44.6, was it?
Yeah. I think it was 44.8. It was a 44.888.
0.888.
I mean, that's
So
really
he's
fast actually.
showing some good pace now.
Nah, he's really fast. Maybe
Wait a
maybe
moment.
went for a push lap
Has
because
it actually stopped raining now, Matthew?
yes. Maybe that's why he went so fast.
Interesting. Still a few laps left. Chris seems like he's trying to push a little more right now.
Is he? I mean, he's got loads of ERS still.
Well, at least he's not going in zero everywhere where it's not a straight. He's going a little in two now, so he's pushing a little more. But then again, he's not catching to Jared anymore, though. Jared will be 14 or 13 points off you, Kevin, depending on if he gets the fastest lap or not. Then again, though, Jared might have penalties. Same with Chris Rock, for that matter. As it looks like Jared is trying to push a little more now.
Oh my Paco.
Oh, but Paco striking back again, grabbing that fastest lap back.
Paco's showing his worth in the dry at least, not in the rain though. Bit too
Well,
late.
I think we can say that Paco was a bit of a shambles in the rain.
I mean, not as much as the crash, so.
He's catching up to Cooper now, though, but I think he's a little too far behind for that matter. Unless Cooper has a lot of penalties.
I won't spoil anything for the stream. I am checking.
Just for personal
benefit. Yep, that's cool.
Look at this. Jared is definitely pushing now. He's pulling away from Chris Rock.
I think he's doing that because he's at risk of a penalty right now.
Alright.
Has none.
Could be.
It's not a could be, it is he has none. I have just checked, Sondre.
Well, look at that. Fosbury grabbing that fastest lap back again.
Guess who I'm watching?
Paco.
Oh. Well.
Oh.
Go on, forward with Paco and, yeah.
Yeah, I did. And I saw what he's done. And oh, and look at this. Harry starting to show a little of his pace too. Who's gonna be the next one? Chris Rock, maybe? Come on, Chris. Use a little more of that ERS. Grab that fastest lap away from Jared.
Yeah.
No, Harry, I mean.
Nice one. Paco's going on the soft now. Let's see, I mean, oh, he's going to lose so much time from this, Jorge's going to get him.
Oh, well, I think it's safe to say that Paco is going to grab fastest lap now.
Great, super excellent.
Well, to be fair, unless Chris Rock or Jared has a lot of penalties and Cooper can take them on that, Cooper might be going on to soft tires at some point too. He has the gap behind him at least. And we are Gonna go over to Suarez to follow him now. Oh, as Suarez is almost in the wall on this outlap.
He appears to like getting near that, doesn't he?
Don't you just love it when it says a driver is on soft tires, but then the stripe on the tires are yellow? Oh well, it's red again now.
Are you sure you're not colourblind?
Yes.
Oh, so you are colourblind.
No,
Don't lie.
I'm not.
Oh, you are.
Hey, get away from me.
What?
I am not colorblind.
You are.
No. Nonetheless, though, Paco is gonna start his first official lap on these soft tires now. And we are gonna hang on with him as he should surely be grabbing the fastest lap right now then. Out of these first few corners and on to the long straight. Ooh, Matthew? Can you check out Jared for a moment? Because Kevin has just said in the chat that he has wing damage.
He definitely does. Based off that, the final corner, that was atrocious.
What about Chris Rock? Does he have any?
Don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he does.
So if Chris Rock pushes now, he might be able to close in a lot of time towards the end. As we can see that Cooper has just done a 42.7, I believe it was, to take the fastest lap. But Paco is out on soft tires though, and he's 1.6 up on his time. And that is after the second sector. Heading into the third sector, you can't crash this time, Paco. Look at this. He's gonna crash it. No, he's not. Not this time.
He had you.
Maybe. Now, just the final corner before the line. He cuts the curb a little, goes over the line, and it's a 42.5. And I mean, if Cooper did a 42.7, then I think Paco could have done better on that lap. Wait a moment. Yeah, Chris Rock has wing damage too, so I don't think it should be too dangerous for Jared then. As we can see that Andre Pestana is into the pit, he's probably gonna put him some soft tires now. Harry Cooper though, in his... well, he's a McLaren driver, even though he's in the Ferrari right now. That actually confused me a little bit.
Sondre, you are stupid.
Stupido. Oh, I'll take it. And we are gonna head over to Andre Pestana now. He's on fresh soft tires. He's definitely gonna go for that fastest lap. Här kommer snart.
It's a English channel, Sondre.
Just mixed in a few Norwegian words there for you.
Oh yeah, bonjour.
Well, that sounded more like French, but Paco though, 141.5 grabs that fastest lap. So what do you think, Matthew? Who's gonna end up with the fastest lap in the end?
I mean, it has to go to Kevin Harrison, doesn't it?
Kevin Harrison. Interesting.
I didn't say one which tyre though.
Alright, fair enough. No idea who had the fastest lap on the inters or wet tires for that matter.
I just realised Kevin retired on the first lap anyway.
Oh,
So
that too,
set
yeah.
a lap.
Nonetheless, though, sneaky, he's going on to a hot lap now. He's in ERS mode 5, now down to ERS mode 4. Into 5 again. He's definitely going for this lap.
Backer can still get Jorge. Oh, Jared spun! Jared spun!
Oh, you are joking.
Yes. It's so boring.
You sometimes.
There's nothing to happen in there, so.
Well, right now, pretty much the only thing that is happening is Andre Pestana going for a fastest lap. So I see what you mean. Andre then coming to the point where Vasman retired.
Paco has the fast lap right now.
He does.
Actually,
But Andre is 3.3 seconds up on his lap. Now, then again, I don't remember what his lap was earlier, so just gonna roll with it as we see him through the tire third sector now. Just a few more corners. Then now into the final corner, cuts that final curb pretty nicely. He goes over the line and it's a 40.7 and a clear fastest lap so far. And oh, but look at this. I said it. Cooper doesn't think he can move up to second anymore. He goes in for a fresh set of softs. He's gonna have one lap to do that fastest lap then.
Basically, that means warning equals game over. Harry Cooper's done 4 stops. My word.
He has.
Yep.
Oh, you're right. 4 stops and still in third.
Undoubtedly driver of the day for me.
Jared and Chris, the only one who's actually just done 2 stops. Andre has done 5 stops.
You know what the funny thing is? Andre would be like in P6 if he did the same amount of pit stops as Jared.
True. But he had wing damage and stuff earlier though, I think so.
No.
Oh, as Andreas has pitted over to soft tires too. Is he gonna... I think he's been left. He has. So he's not gonna get the chance of going for fastest lap actually. It's a shame for him, as Jared has started his final lap. Just gonna have to drag that car to the finish line now. He might have wing damage, but it's not a lot of wing damage. You know, you mentioned Cooper as driver of the day, Matthew, and like, he's definitely driver of the day considering how far behind he started too. We're just gonna have a look at Harry. Through sector 1, 9/10 up on his lap. We are gonna stay with Jared now though, as he's gonna come to the line soon to pass finish line for his second win of the season, Matthew.
Boo.
Booing on the winner. That's something only you would do.
Oh, don't worry. I was just joking. I'm not a Hamilton fan.
Nonetheless though, Jared Fosbury aka Fruity Pebbles over the line to take the win in round 13 around Singapore. Chris Rock in his debut taking a strong second place. Then Harry Cooper in the final sector now trying to do the fastest lap of the race on soft tires. He's gonna finish third, but is he gonna get that fastest lap point though? He's in the final few corners, just one more corner for him now. Doesn't cut the curb there. It's gonna be a 38.9 and a clear fastest lap for Harry Cooper. Andreas and Andre
qualifying times.
Oh yeah, Andre Pistana and Andreas Sassas both finished their races in 8th and 7th. Jorge's coming around the final corner for 4th. Seems happy with that. James Jock is gonna come around the final corner right now for 5th. He's gonna stay in that positions. And then, and Paco without a front wing coming over the line in 6th. So I think it's fair to say that Paco probably pushed a lot to try to get that fastest lap in the end.
Maybe. I wasn't watching though, so watching a bit of Cooper. The flying Cooper man.
The flying Cooper. Look at this, Jared Fosbury for his second win of the season. And we are gonna see if these podium drivers want to get in for a podium interview. Obviously Chris Rock, second in his debut, Matthew. And look at this, there wasn't a lot of penalties actually, there was a few for almost everyone except for Jared though. Only driver among the finishers without a penalty. Fosbury from 6th to 1st, Chris Rock from 8th to 2nd, Cooper from 13th to 3rd, Jorge 11th to 4th, James 10th to 5th, Paco 12th to 6th, Andreas Sass 9th to 7th, Andre Pistana from 3rd to 8th, and I believe it was, well, Darren Ward crashed out, so but let's see then if we can get these drivers in for a short little interview, as I am slowly dying a little bit more. Oh, this is gonna be funny, Matthew. Oh, he should be. Let's see then. Who are we gonna get? And to answer you, Tim, I am ill.
You said this before.
And when that is 2 already, are we gonna get 3? And there he is. Alright, so
the race winner, Fruit Pebbles.
we're starting with 3rd and moving our way up to 1st.
Okay.
And the race winner is probably gonna kill you, Matthew. Probably gonna kill me too. But nonetheless, we're starting with third, and that would be Harry Cooper.
Hello.
There he is. So, Harry, not making the race start, well, the quali, and then obviously starting at the back of the grid, you made your way up the grid in the race and managed to get third in the end. So a pretty decent race in the end there. I think you're both mine and Matthew's driver of the day.
Yes.
But yes. But then again, at the end there though, you left it right to the end to get fastest lap. Like you gambled a little there. Like you would only have one lap to do it. And you did get it though, but like, how annoying would it be if you invalidated that lap?
It won't make much of a difference because there was a 40-second gap behind, so it was good to get it. But yeah, I wasn't too worried because 40 seconds is a massive gap, and on the softs you can gain so much time. So I knew I was going to be safe, and I had only like 3-second penalties. So yeah, it was a very good race for me. Hit it 4 times as well, and came third.
Yeah,
So
we saw that.
In pace.
Almost had the most amount of pit stops, only beaten by Andre Pestana with his 5 stops.
Wow.
But then again, he ended 6th, I believe, so better position for you in the end. But then again, though, starting at the back of the grid, like, did you think that you would be able to end up on the podium?
No, not at all really. Got quite lucky with a few top drivers coming out, like being DNF'd. I had a little incident with, quite a massive incident actually. So I quite like lap 12 with Louise. He didn't give me any space, and at the Anderson Bridge, there's just about 5 cars just parking there. And if they weren't there, I thought I could have won the race there. That was quite annoying, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I was gonna actually ask you about that, but you already answered it then. But then again, though, like, still a great race from last to third, last to podium, and well, you kind of stole that question from me, so now I'm not sure what to ask. Any questions from you, Matthew?
How do you think you're going to do the next race around China?
Oh, China. I've got good pace there. Well, good quality pace, but not so good race pace. So another podium, I'll be happy. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Right.
Anyone there? I don't know. You hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Well, I can at least. I believe Matthew can too. Well, there is a little break before China, so like for the Christmas break. Well, China would be in. When is it? Early in January, the 6th or something, I believe.
Okay.
5th of January. So, in the Christmas break, then you're gonna be doing that, Harry. Relaxing, practicing for the second part of the season.
Maybe not practicing. I think I'm at the top pitch. I'm like 100 points behind. Probably even more so. Missing races hurt me this season.
Well, remember though, you're in the McLaren team, although you were in the Ferrari today, and McLaren would have won 3 today, so good result there. And obviously the Alphas are quite far ahead, but with that 1-3, you guys are catching up quite a lot then. So, like, is the constructor still on the table, you think?
If we have more races like today, then yes. But if not, I think they've already won it. But anything can happen in racing.
Fair enough. Well, unless you have any more questions, Matthew?
No, I do not.
You do not. Well then, congratulations on third today, and good luck for China after the Christmas break, Harry.
Thank you very much, Sondre and Matthew.
And then over to second place, that would be Chris Rock.
Hello.
First of all, do you have your mic on share so we can hear you?
I think so.
Alright.
I then.
He does.
Alright, he does. Alright, so then we're sure. And first of all, welcome to the league, Chris, and debut race today. Started 8th, so quali wasn't that successful, I guess. Like, did you get the most out of quali, or did you mess up a little?
I think I messed up my final lap, but I had confidence in my race pace. I didn't practice that much quali pace, most race pace, especially on the wet. I feel confident in the wet tire. That I got quite lucky that it rained, to be honest.
Alright, well, quali then not the best result, but then again though, into the race, and we did have a few casualties, but still though, without the casualties, you looked like you were one of the guys to beat today, and second place in your debut, that is quite a good result, so congratulations with that. But in the race though, you were left with chasing Jared for most of the second part of the race at least, and the gap was going a little bit up and down. But did you think that you could catch him before the end, or?
I don't think so. We're almost at the second 2 seconds. I think so. We're locked up there. Then I lost a bit of a front wing, and then the gap opened up to 4 seconds, and he stayed there for like 10 laps. So I don't think I would catch him. It was quite fast.
Ah well, second is still a great result. I don't believe you were involved in much fighting during the race, so I can't remember anything at least.
No, not really.
Yeah. Alright, so I am remembering right then. Any questions from you, Matthew?
You asked about China?
No?
How do you feel about China on the 5th January?
Want me to talk about China?
It's the next track.
I'm quite confident. I'm not the best at that track, but I feel like with my race pace, and if I get lucky like today, I can get another podium again.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, it's your first race, so obviously you're quite far behind in the standings, so I'm guessing the championship, that you're not gonna be aiming for that. That would be very difficult at least. But still though, with that in mind, like, what is gonna be your goal for this season and the rest of it?
Taking each race one by one, honestly. I don't care about much the championship now because I'm quite behind, so I'll just try to win every race and see where that gets me.
Ooh. I like the mindset there, trying to win every race. That's what I like to hear.
I can do now.
Well, nonetheless, then congratulations with second today, and good luck for the rest of the season. And then, Matthew, we are over to the race winner, Mr. Jared Fosbury, aka Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, yes.
So,
Well, I can just say you're lucky that the stream's on. So,
well, I know I am. But still though, Jared, second race win of the season, and like, not to say that the last race win wasn't a proper win, but like this one, there was a little more competition, you had to fight more for it. Like, how does it feel?
well, it's over the moon. Jack and Kevin didn't finish; they crashed out. So, yeah, I'm over the moon. Quali didn't go as well because Muppet me, he didn't look at the weather, and then at 10 minutes in, I look and I'm like, oh, it's raining the race. So I was like, uh-oh. So I had to go softs and do a quick lap, and I thought I had enough time to go back round. Unfortunately, I didn't. So I got 6th, I believe, in quali.
I believe that's right, yeah.
And then when it was wet, when the race started, I had a bad start and I dropped from 6th to like 10th at like turn 3, and then I made my way through the field, and Chris did a good job as well, battling me for pole position. At first I thought he was going to win the race, but he was really quick on the wet tyres. But I knew there was a safety car coming out because it was cyclone weather at one of the stages, and when that happens, the safety car has to come out. So I had that planned, overfueled my car, ran about 5 laps, just to see what I can do. And Kevin unfortunately crashed out. And then when the safety car was about to start, for some reason Jack really slowed down. A bit silly from him, in my opinion. And it spun him round. Which I had a huge grin on my face, of course, you know. But then when the race went away, when I finally saw that he retired, I thought, that's it. This is my chance to get Chris. I need to get past him now. And I got past him. And I knew what I had to do then from the end of the race. So, yeah.
I mean, fair enough. And well, with that win, then you're now only 14 points behind Kevin in the league, in the championship, and well, I'm not sure exactly how many points you're ahead of Jack. I think it's like 15 or something. Let's see, 15 points, yeah. So we mentioned it during the stream, actually. Well, I mentioned it, that your poor title defense so far is starting to look like a good one after all. And are you feeling a little more confident in getting the title now, or?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit more confidence. However, I've still got a challenge because Kevin is ahead of me, and I did feel like if I didn't do well today, I thought championship is game over. But with Jack and Kevin DNFing, since last week I got DNF'd, it's a bonus really. I'm over the moon with what has happened today, and you know, we just have to wait and see where the races go by, see what happens.
Fair enough. Matthew? If you're still there, any questions for Fruity Pebbles from you?
You were talking about China?
No.
How do you feel about China, Jared? You know, it's a bit of a pad track, you know, you're on pad. Do you think you can beat Jack, beat Kevin? You know, Kevin might be on pad, but still.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to obliterate them. They're going to be too slow. They're going to be in the F3 pace. Nah, I'm only messing. I don't know. We have to wait and see. China isn't the best track. As you know, last year, me and Paco had a very great battle, almost into the wall at one point.
Did you?
May repeat that with either Cooper or Paco, maybe even Jack. But we have to wait and see.
It's got to be me.
How I
Got to
do
be
with
me.
China. I don't know. We'll just keep form going. McLaren today got 31 points, so it's
41.
close to Alpha. You know, we'll just wait and see if Alpha starts struggling now, bottling and cracking under pressure and stuff. The McLarens will just eat into their points and you know, take our deserving drivers' championship and constructors' championship. But we'll have to wait and see as the races go by.
Not any more questions from you, Matthew?
Tide fence has been poor. You know. Do you think it's better now? Do you think you can win? You know, you've got a good track coming up for you. You know, you've got like France and China and stuff.
China, I'm iffy about. France, I know Jack isn't going to do well there. I've raced against him before and I've beaten him in the wets and dries. So France is going to be a good shout, but don't forget Kevin. Kevin will be there. I believe he's on a pad, so I've got to, you know, be careful. And maybe Chris could surprise me with his pace and actually win France. I never know. That guy's got, with his debut race, a lot of talent to him and good race pace. So we'll just have to wait and see.
I have another question actually.
Alright.
You picked up 2 warnings quite late on. Did you think you might lose? And you also picked up wing damage, according to Kevin.
I thought you didn't realise that, but yeah,
Stream chat.
Well, I made a few errors in certain corners, turn 19 and turn 20. I took a bit too much of the corner trying to push on my laps, and I got 2 warnings, and I was a bit worried. But then on the straight where I tapped it before last season, I did the exact same. It was only minor damage, but I thought, oh, that's it. Chris is going to catch me. And for some reason he didn't. I was actually pulling away still with that time, and I did improve on my final lap. I did a 141 something, with that wing damage.
Actually, I'll tell you why he didn't catch up, because he also had wing damage.
Well, I didn't know that.
So we weren't alone about that.
Right then.
Well, I can see Kevin in the stream chat, Jared, and like, any response to this? This is Kevin then. This is the last race I'm letting him win. It won't happen again. Any
He said
response?
that Australia. So, first of all, you've
Alright,
got
alright.
a decent pace with the McLarens, and
No, they're
you know,
there.
see what you got.
Well then, unless you have any more questions, Matthew.
No.
No. Well then, congratulations on your second win of the season, Jared, and good luck for China.
Thank you very much.
And with that, Matthew, we're getting to the end of the stream. We've already said who our driver of the days are, so from us it's gonna go to Harry Cooper, obviously.
Oh, come
Doing
on.
a great race in the end. Also, shout to Chris for great debut with 8th to 2nd in the end. And I don't know, do you have anything more to add to that, Matthew?
Very impressive win from Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, we are gonna get slaughtered later. Well, with that, we are gonna round up the stream. It's been IRL Season 6 F2 Round 13 around Singapore. Commentary has been brought by myself, Sondre Sorhaug, and Matthew Alder for the second week in a row, actually. Although
Yes.
we wasn't sure if we would get this duo in again, but it happened. And with that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more action. We're gonna go into a Christmas break now, but we are gonna host a Christmas Classics race like we did last season at the 28th. Yeah, I was pretty sure I remember that correctly, but I'm just gonna go check quickly.
It's 28th.
28th, yeah. 28th of December, to bring you some action for the drivers and anyone who's feeling bored and wants to have something to watch. With that, hopefully you had a good, enjoyable race day. Not a lot of battles, so it did stagnate a little, but still a great race. And with that, goodbye.